Hey, Dodger fans, we have a treat for you. A pitcher who dazzled us for a short time in 2024 and is on his way back in 2026. Welcome to the Blue Madness podcast, brought to you by Dodgers 2080, the one and only River Ryan. Welcome to the show, River.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, Tim.
Yeah, good to see you, man. It's been a while. I think the last time I saw you in person was in the locker room, and I interviewed you. I think Kershaw was had pitched that day, and then you were kindly you took a chance took some time with me.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, so we've this channel we've been following you, of course, since the big news when we heard about Matt Beatty being traded for some guy, some infielder we'd never heard of.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
now look at, now we took interest right away. You've moved fastly. I want to jump ahead a bit, um, kind of going into 2026.
Mhm.
Obviously, no secret you had Tommy John surgery over the summer of 2024. After just kind of knocking us on our butts with your 1.33 ERA and four starts. So, how has the rehab? Where are you in the rehab right now?
Well, I finished all my rehab during this season. Um, when I was done with my last live AB, um, the next step was to go to pitch in rehab games in AAA, but the season was over. Um, and unfortunately, I didn't have anywhere to go to do that. So it was either go straight from live BPs to pitching in the postseason or have a normal off season and get ready for 2026. And the organization, myself, my agent thought we came to the consensus of, have a normal off season, get ready for 2026, have a proper build up, getting ready for the year. And that was our consensus. And that's what we're doing. And it's been working out great. Feel great. Body feels great. Um, I shut it down there for a little bit at the end of the season. And now I've been back up and throwing for a few weeks now. And I couldn't feel better.
Okay, so that's great. So that was the next question. Is this a normal off season? Obviously, kind of is now compared to last off season. And
Mhm.
so obviously then full go for spring training then.
Correct.
That's really cool. So you've had quite a journey over the last couple years. And you dealt with some big highs, big lows. How are you able to navigate that period of time? I mean, you're married, I think you had a kid during this time and everything like that. Tell me a little bit about how that went as you kind of vanished from our radar.
Yeah. No, there was definitely some highs and lows. Spending all year doing rehab when you want to be, a part of the team, helping them win a championship. It definitely stinks from time to time, but um, you know, I, during that whole span of being down, me and my wife had a new baby, and what a blessing that was for me to just be able to be there. Because I know in season, I think we only get a few days.
Hmm.
Um, but I was able to, take about a week off and spend a lot of time with my wife and um, help deliver this new baby that we got. It's been a real blessing, and the Lord definitely put, a bright spot in kind of what can be viewed as a long, long, dry, dark spell as far as being in rehab for an entire season, especially in the valley of Arizona when temperatures can creep up to like 120, 125, which can be really brutal at times. So yeah, it was an eventful rehab process for sure. I was definitely kept busy um, after my newest son was born. So
Yeah, and so I know that you were on with Vasse yesterday, and I guess you have now a seventh pitch. That's kind of the big X Twitter or Twitter X thing is you got a seventh pitch.
yeah.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I mean, I was telling David yesterday that, I'm obviously still pretty new to this pitching thing. I mean, I've been an infielder my entire life, and this is probably, I think, my third or fourth season as just a pitcher, third season.
Mhm.
And during this rehab process, I was really able to dial in, the cerebral pitching side of things. So I did a lot of film work, a lot of mechanics work um, during the time down, and I kind of just discovered a new pitch that I'm ready to showcase in 26. I think it's going to be a very, very, very effective pitch in my arsenal moving forward.
That's awesome. Because I was going to ask you, hey, are you going to change your pitch mix at all? And obviously you are. Um, are there any things that you're changing though to prevent this thing happening again? Is there any type of pitches you're going to throw less of, or any mechanical changes, or?
No, not necessarily. I mean, mechanics, I just, from like when I've started really honing in on pitching, I tend to find myself when I get tired out on the mound, I try to do things a little bit different, which exposes, different aspects of my body when I'm throwing that can lead to injury. So we really just tried to hone in on what I do on the mound efficiently and effectively and safely, and really try to repeat that process every single throw, um, and try not to do too much as far as being like a. I wouldn't consider myself a max effort guy, but sometimes I can get ahead of myself when I'm pumped up and try to throw hard every time. Um, and it's just that whole um, view when I'm on the mound doesn't necessarily suit my health well, I guess you could say. Um, so yeah, I've done a lot of research into what works with me on the mound, and what would help my longevity throughout the course of the baseball game, to be, have a lot of energy left and be effective.
Yeah, that was it's good. All these things, pitching is, people don't understand it. I mean, I only pitched in high school. Pitching is hard. My son pitched in high school. Pitching is really hard. I mean, it's just such a
Yeah, it
hard
can
thing to
be.
do. And to repeat the mechanics, that was always an issue. I mean, it's just so hard to do. And then when you're getting, worn out and things like that. I mean, the weird thing is, I mean, I think it was the same day you left the game with your injury. You made that play. I mean, it's the highlight, right? You look at River Ryan highlights. It's not you pitching, it's that play where you're just like, oh my gosh, that was you ready to take Mookie's spot if you need to, man.
And I appreciate it. Those are kind words. Those are kind words.
Well, I mean, we do know that you were a shortstop before, and rumor has it you're a top-notch athlete, and that clearly showed. Um, well, we had a little glitch, lost a little bit part of the section, um, and had to clean some stuff out. So what I did, what you're going to see is Rivers' answer to my question about baptism. So he was baptized a couple years ago, and we wanted to cover that. And I just kind of blew something in there. And so we lost a little bit of content, including that question. So here we go. River is going to answer the question about what baptism has done for him in his life.
Greatest decision of my life. Definitely made a huge impact, not only on myself, but kind of a trickle effect on my family. Yeah, God's been really good to us. That's for sure. He's blessed us more than I can even imagine or ask him to. He is faithful. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I saw that, I always try to reach out to you guys. I see different guys getting baptized or standing up for their faith. So I appreciate it, and I think it's great that you're doing that. Um, yeah, and keep hanging in there. You're gonna run into all sorts of stuff, but he is faithful. Um, all right, down to some questions that some fans had. Um, so you kind of answered it, but how close were you to returning in 2025? Sound like you were like,
Oh yeah, it was definitely a well thought out decision that we made, but I mean, um, the whole view of coming back was thinking about longevity in the game. And I think if I were to just go from throwing some live BPs to pitching in the postseason, it's like a completely different gear you shift into. You go from, everything's in kind of a controlled environment, as far as hitters and facing hitters and being on the mound. And then you go into no holds bar, do anything you can to win in a postseason game. And like I said earlier, the consensus was for my health and longevity in this sport was to go have a normal off season and shut it down instead of try to go pitch in the postseason.
Yeah, it was as you saw, it was quite an intense postseason, and
Oh yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I've been watching baseball for since really 1973, and it's truly one of the greatest series I've ever seen. And
yeah, it was incredible.
as a Dodger fan, that was kind of in some ways the sweetest victory, just because we're done, man.
I know. Yeah.
Then Dave Roberts does it all happened. Just an amazing story, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out there. That's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's see. Let's see. This is the nerd in me. All right. There's some contradictory reports about you being eligible for the 2026 Rookie of the Year. Are you eligible?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what all ties into being eligible for that, but I know when I step back on the field, I will be considered a rookie. So,
Okay, good.
uh,
You should be. Okay, that's good then. All right.
yeah,
Um, good luck. I want you to get it.
thanks. Appreciate it.
So talking about the pitches and your mechanics and stuff, someone asked, have you gone to Drive Line, or maybe it's just the Dodgers pitching lab where they wire you up with all those sensors and everything?
Yeah, I have not done that specifically. I've thrown a couple bullpens over my stint in Arizona, in that pitching lab, and we're able to slow down some different angles of video, that they got of me, and just trying to hone in on how the ball's coming out of my hand, how my body is moving down the mound. Am I being efficient in my movements, while also being as powerful as I can be, with as minimal effort as possible.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I haven't been strapped into all like the devices or anything in that pitching lab. The the biggest thing I do if I feel like my mechanics are getting out of whack is I'll go take some ground balls at shortstop and throw across the diamond. That's what I did kind of in 24. Um, Up in the big leagues there, I took some ground balls like once a week, just to keep my arm action where it needs to be, because um, I tend to get a longer arm,
Yeah.
if I'm just kind of being more pitcher robotic type, doing that every single day. So, yeah, mixing it up and getting some ground balls in, staying quick and staying athletic and throwing across the diamond definitely helps translate being efficient and effective on the mound. So,
Yeah. Former Dodger closer Kenley Jansen used to do that.
mm,
We'd see him all the time out there,
I am I
doing
am pro ground balls at shortstop for any pitcher that wants to do it. It keeps you agile, um, keeps you, I think it helps with some quick twitch muscles that can necessarily get away from you on the bump if you're just, I don't know, I guess it really, um what's the word I'm looking for? It differs from player to player, obviously,
Mhm.
but if there's ever any, like position players moving to the mound, whether it's a catcher or, an infielder, I highly suggest going back and doing some drills that you did when you were a position player. Um, that will help translate to the mound for sure.
No, that's very interesting because, and I sometimes it's getting the mental part back, getting the physical part back.
Mhm.
I mean, like I used to, when I used to coach and help call pitches of the kids, tried to stop doing that after a while, but I would, kid was struggling, I would throw something, I'd have him throw something totally different just to say, we're not going to try to throw that fastball for the 10th time that's going to miss. Throw something else, throw a changeup, just do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, So this is kind of it was kind of different. Any memories from pitching in the last series the Dodgers ever played in Oakland? I think it was the second to last start you had. I don't know if you remember.
Yes. What's the question for that?
It was just, do you have any memories about, it's the last season the Dodgers ever played in Oakland? And, they're now the Sacramento, Las Vegas, Atlanta.
Yeah. No, it definitely was the what really came to mind when I walked in and played there was the movie Moneyball. I mean, it just to see that on film and then actually go and be in the ballpark that it was filmed at was pretty cool. I mean, we were only there for a couple days, so
Yeah.
nothing crazy as far as memories, but that's something that really stuck out to me was thinking about Moneyball when I was in there.
Making sure you don't get stuck in the bathroom right next to the dugout. Legendary stories about that. Um, okay, do you have some new entrance music lined up for you this year?
I think I'm going to keep that under wraps because I'm still kind of deciphering between two of them. But it will be um, Jesus oriented. I'll say that.
Sweet. Right on, man. Let's see. Okay, gotta ask. It's the question that always has to be asked. Do you miss playing shortstop and hitting the ball?
Every single day I step on the
I
field.
know.
There's no better feeling than, squaring up the baseball and seeing it sail over the fence or making a diving play at shortstop and throwing the guy out across the diamond. Like that's why I fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
It's super hard to do. I think it's the hardest thing to do in all sports. Um, so yeah, I definitely miss doing that. But over this time, I will say being down in Arizona, getting into the more cerebral side of pitching and
Yeah.
had time to do that, I've found myself enjoying it a lot more. Because it's fun. It's a game. It's a game within a game on the mound
Absolutely.
for sure. But
Well, one of my assistant coaches used to say, he was kind of more the head coach in some ways because he was smarter than I was, but he'd just say, baseball's a thinking man's game. It
there
really
is.
is. And that's part of it, right? It's just second by second, everyth's changing.
Yeah.
Okay, someone asked, do you think you're going to hit 100 miles an hour this year?
Y yes, for sure. I have been up to 101
Ooh.
in the minor leagues, and my last couple rehab outings, or not rehab, live ABs in Arizona, like 4 out of the 5, I was sitting like 98 to 100. So
Oh man, you were able to at least get those competitive juices going a little bit, huh?
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Those live at bats, were those just like other, Arizona Summer League guys, or?
Yeah, there's some rehab guys that were there, and then at the end, I got to face some of the guys that were in the Stay Hot group from AAA,
Yeah.
um, which was nice. But yeah.
Very cool. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so this is that weird part of the year. It's kind of like July. Trade rumors going around. I mean, let's be honest. There's 29 teams that want River Ryan. I'm just being honest. I mean, um, when I told my son, he was your age, and I go, "Hey man, I'm going to interview River Ryan." He goes, "Oh man, yeah!" He was fired up, man. He was fired up. And so, I mean, how do you? I mean, everyone deals with it differently. How do you deal with it?
Um, honestly, I try to pay zero attention to it because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to have me where He wants to have me, whether I want to be there or not.
That's
So
right.
it's really just following His plan that He has for me and making the most out of any situation that He puts me in. Um, and do my best to share my faith with my fellow teammates, coworkers, and things of that nature. So no, I definitely try not to pay too close attention to it because at the end of the day, it's out of my control. Whether
Yeah,
I'm going to deal with the Dodgers long term or with another team, it's a business at the end of the day. So I try not to focus too much on where
yeah.
I'm going to be down the road. So.
And a lot of it is, a lot of players, they go, hey, you know what? And they kind of stay away from it, to stay off the social media, other than, hey, posting a picture here and there. but it's the wives and the parents and the brothers and sisters that are on there
Oh
going.
yeah, I get text messages for sure from family members like, "Is this true? Trade rumors? Like you're
I
gonna be traded?"
know.
I'm like, man, that's so hearsay. It's insane.
Uh,
If I was gonna be traded, I promise you, my agent would more than likely let me know before it happened.
yeah. Well, it's funny because someone will propose a trade. Just some reporter will go, "I'm just proposing a trade," and other people are starting reporting it as rumors. Like, oh, you
Yeah,
got to be kidding me. Do better.
yeah. It's all good, man. It's part of it.
Well, speaking of your faith again, do you have any? Not trying to give away your entrance music, but do you have any like famous or favorite Christian artists or people you listen to or follow, authors or anything like that?
Favorite Christian artists. I can think of three off the top of my head. Brandon Lake, Chandler Moore, and Forrest Frank.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like the three that I really listen to a lot of. Still, still expanding in that category. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I'm picky. I do like because Chandler, I liked him a lot with Maverick City,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
things like
He's
that. And
unbelievable voice, man. Holy cow.
yeah, I know. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, man.
crazy.
What's the guy? Dante Bowe. He was the other guy that was in the
Hmm.
band
Yep.
too. I was like, oh my gosh, so good. And then just that duet that Jelly Roll did with Brandon Lake.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
That I'll admit it, dropped a couple tears. It was really good. It was so good, man. Now let's see. So we talked briefly before. Any big plans for Christmas?
No, we're gonna be at home with the family. The only big thing that we got going on for the rest of the off season is we're going to Disney World in January, and it will be my first time going to Disney World. So my wife is like telling me how much I'm gonna love it and enjoy it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of the only trips we have planned left for the off season.
All right, I'm going to give you just a tip. If for some reason you decide you need to go build a lightsaber at Star Wars Land, you got to hit me up. My kid, my
I
no, my
will.
kid, my son runs it. He's one
Oh,
of the
right on,
actors
dude.
there, and
That's cool.
he's had a couple celebrities. He had Harold Reynolds, from MLB
Yeah,
Tech,
yeah, yeah,
whatever. He had him
yeah.
come in. It's like, hey, wait, that's Harold Reynolds.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll definitely have to hit you up for sure if I go do that.
And one of the things that I saw, I was just kind of searching, you do the research and stuff. Somebody did, I don't know if you saw this, but somebody did a Bible study based on your call up.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll send you the link later when I
Yeah,
remember.
please do. Please do.
It's
That'd be really cool to
it's
see.
nice. It's not a bad thing at all. It was pretty cool. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Um, And then just on your Instagram, you got your favorite Bible verses, Isaiah 6:8 and 1 John 2:15 through 17. Folks, go look it up.
Please.
Trust me, you will be blessed.
You need to
Um,
add a new one on there, Romans 6:23. For
what's
for the
that?
wage for the wages of sin is death, but the
Oh,
free gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord.
amen. And gosh, my brain, I used to know all those.
Gospel right there.
Really is, man. Yeah. I didn't tell you, and people know this on the channel, but I took a side job, so I don't do this as much as I used to, but I got me a chaplain job with
Let's go.
Racers for Christ. So I go hang out at the
Good for
drag
you.
strip and get to hang out with stuff, and they're even having me preach sometimes. It's crazy.
There you go.
That's
That's awesome.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Trying to learn how to do sermons and all that. But yeah. Now are you in North Carolina during the off season?
Yes, yes, I am.
A lot of drag strips out there. That's
Yep.
that we don't know.
Yeah,
We don't.
the speedway is not too far from here. It's probably like 30 minutes.
Oh, the IMAX?
No, the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh yeah, yeah. The drag strip's right next to it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've actually been to that one. Went there in 2023. Had the time of my life. Yeah, I got one of my friends I grew up with is out there, so we went out there. Well, cool, man. Um, do you have anything else for the fans? Yeah, just a shout out or anything or Just ready to
Uh,
roll.
Best thing I could say is let's get this three-peat in 2026. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Lord willing, I'm able to stay healthy all year and really contribute to this three-peat. So
Awesome. Well, man, I really appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much. And
absolutely.
we'll hopefully I get to see you in spring training. It just depends, because I also got to work at the drag races over there, so we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you
Yeah,
will.
we'll get out there at least a couple days. And yeah, best of health. Um, all the good stuff. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Thank you. Likewise. Likewise.
and all the best to your family. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, dude.
All right.
Talk to you later. All right. Bye.